I am worried. I am worried about myself. I'm worried about my mental health, which is why B is here and not back there. Back there is Big Bumbleton. Big Bumbleton is very supportive, but they're gonna stand in while B is here supporting me while I make this video for you guys. And hopefully this will be the last you see of this little setup for a while I make videos in my bedroom like a good YouTuber, I guess. I don't know. And there's the dystonia acting up just to really put the icing on the friggin' cake. Okay, it stopped. Yeah, that just kind of goes to say that my week has not been going great. And this is coming off me talking about how I didn't hear voices for nearly a month, didn't have mood swings for nearly a month, and then the voices came back and stuff, and how the mood swings would probably follow. And I don't want to worry you at all in this situation, but I know there are people that worry about me regardless of whether I'm doing good or bad, so there's not really much I can say to assuage people's worries about me. That's what happens when you have a severe mental health condition that has a lot of severe symptoms. But anyways, the last week at work was very stressful. I'm not going to get too much in depth about what happened, but we had training for stuff, and the training was supposed to be a little bit on Monday, all day Tuesday, a little bit on Wednesday, and be done. And what actually happened was Monday was cool. Monday was a little bit of a review, and Tuesday went downhill really fast. And it was seemingly fine, but I clocked in at 6:30 a.m. and I clocked out at 7:18 p.m. And I wouldn't say my job is normally stressful. It has stressful moments, but things like this are not normal for me. I'm not used to pulling nearly 13-hour days doing stuff nonstop, and it's so ironic because the thing I was being trained on was literally an automatic robot, but it was a whole thing. And yeah, it didn't go well. It was very stressful. Things kept going wrong. I'm keeping this vague on purpose, but things kept going wrong. And by the end of Tuesday, I was exhausted. I was out of spoons. If you know the spoon theory, I was out of spoons. If you don't know spoon theory, please go look it up. It's an amazing metaphor for energy levels and chronic illnesses and mental illnesses and what they do to you. But I had no spoons at the end of Tuesday. And then I was expected to show up to work on Wednesday and somehow magically get energy back, get more spoons. And what actually happened was they just got further depleted. And I got pushed too far. I got pushed way too far. And it just got worse and worse. And everyone was doing their best. That's the whole situation, is everyone's doing their best, but I don't have endless energy. I don't just have a bunch of spoons that can just be spent willy-nilly. I don't have the energy to do stuff like this. My job is relatively stress-free. And so I did all of it. I showed up. I did my best. I learned what I could. I asked questions when I could. There was a whole bunch of frustrations, and I aired my frustrations and my grievances with my boss, and it all started to get sorted. But what really has me worried is that while that whole training arc of stuff is over, I had a very stressful week. And when I get stressed, when I get significant life stressors, I end up in episodes. And I just got my voices back. And mood swings are probably back too, it's safe to assume. And I just had a very stressful few days where I got pushed too hard, pushed too far. And now I just have to wait to see if my symptoms hit. And it's weird being on the underside of it, maybe. Beginning of it. Staying ahead of it. But I'm also sitting here like, if I get in a good mood in the next few days, in the next week, and suddenly have the energy to do anything I want to do, that means, one, I was definitely not free of schizoaffective disorder, but two, it does mean that I really still can't handle stress. Golly. Just not having it today. I'm not even crossing my arms. Madam B is just like, hello. Sorry, Madam B, I just don't feel like dealing with it. And the thing is, like, y'all know I show all sides of schizoaffective disorder. I've shown myself when I'm depressed. I've got one video when I was hypomanic. One little video. And last I checked, it had 70,000 views. Holy moly. But also the bad side. Because the thing is, like, it's just hard. It's just hard. And I can't even quantify how difficult it is to have a severe mental health condition and realize that no matter what you do, you might still get symptoms. You might still get an episode. And I'm trying so hard to relax. I took a bath earlier, which I hope helped. I use an acupressure mat almost every single night to chill out. It's a mat with spikes, and I love it. Maybe I'll do some yoga. I haven't done yoga in a while. But on another side of things, I might also not be able to do anything about it. It might still happen. And it's just like, I won't ever be free of it. It'll be managed. It's managed very well. I mean, my medication is amazing. Y'all know I'm a fan of psychiatry. But at the end of the day, it's just, reality is just, it sucks. And I'm sick of toxic positivity. Everyone in my life is like, you're such a positive person. And I'm like, yes, I am a positive person. Well, maybe not everyone. That might be jumping the gun a bit. But a lot of people in my life say I'm positive. A lot of you guys say I'm positive. And I would say I'm positive, but I'm not toxically positive, because I do want to say that sometimes life is horrible. Sometimes life sucks. It's not good. And it's just like, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes it's painful and mean and cruel and awful. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say sometimes life sucks, because it does. And so here I am, recovering from a really stressful week, wondering what toll it's going to take on my mental health, because I am just that sensitive. So I guess what I can ask you, all of you wonderful people that watch my videos, what's your best de-stress tip? What do you do that helps you de-stress from stuff. I've told you what I do. I take baths. I take showers. I'll tell you a little bit more about what I do. I use my acupressure mat. I do yoga. I practice mindfulness thanks to DBT. I drink tea. I play video games. I work on photo stuff. So like I'll take photos for my Be Aesthetic Instagram, which if you don't know, it's in the description. And I tried, and I sew. I work on cosplay. I try to engage in my hobbies to relax. And I take trips, I take vacations. But if there's anything you think I could do that might help me, I'm open to suggestions. So please drop your suggestions for relaxation in the comments. And if you've made it to this far in the video, thanks for watching. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. I feel like I still have more to say. But I'm just, godly, the dystonia is just like not having it today. Like it's been so long since it's been this bad. Yeah. It normally only happens when I cross my arms. I really don't want it to all happen again. I'm really sick of not being able to weather the storm that is life successfully. I'm really sick of people around me being able to handle stress and stressful life events and come out seemingly unscathed while I'm left having symptoms and hallucinating more and getting depressed because my brain just can't handle stress. And God, I wish life was different. I wish I didn't have to deal with any of this. If anything from my last few weeks where I didn't have symptoms has taught me, it's that, yeah, I'd give it up in a heartbeat. Because I've been conflicted in the past. You know, my voices were positive and hypomania is really fun. But now I give it all up in a heartbeat just to be neurotypical. I would. And maybe that's all I have to say for this video. I'll keep you updated. You know I do. Whether it's another video or a community post, I'll let you know how it goes. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me in making the very uncomfortable a little bit more comfortable. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.